Yo, what's up everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be focused on these new rumors about The Witcher 3 potentially coming over to the Nintendo Switch. This is a game that is going on 4 years old at this point. 2015 released on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and also the PC as well. And this is a very interesting game because of the state that it launched in, the fan base behind it, and so much more. So let's go ahead and hop into where these rumors came from and if this is even possible. So the first place to start off with is the actual rumor source itself. From what I understand, I got sent multiple links to a European listing from like a retail store or even like a mom and pop or something like that. Details aren't necessarily clear on exactly this site. I know there's some names out there and I'll have it listed for you guys, but I'm still a little skeptical on this. But either way, the listing was from a European retailer out there saying that The Witcher 3 was going to be coming over to the Nintendo Switch, and there's a few different problems with this listing that I even see right here. And one, that's the rating. The rating says not for like mature, it says like PEGI 12 or the lower ratings, so it's not even the right rating on there. And on top of that, once again, the site necessarily isn't known, or I don't think there's been a lot of retail listings from there that have been leaked before, so it just seems interesting that this would come out of anywhere. Now, once again, we have seen leaks from French retailers before. This is not the first time that there was a legit, or let's just say like separately from this, right? I'm not saying that this is legit, worded that wrong. So this is not the first time that we have seen something leaked from French retailers out there. And we do know that there's been other things, right? This has been something that's happened before, but there's also been false listings as well. So the first thing that I want to do is make sure that I let you guys know that this is 100% rumor, okay? The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, it is not confirmed. I already have some people going around, I've seen it on the internet saying, oh, well, this is going to happen and there's no way that they're not going to put this on there. We have no idea, okay, guys? CD Projekt Red has not done anything for Nintendo at this point. We'll talk about the possibilities and who can do it, but I want to just make sure to let you guys know this is rumor because I'm starting to see videos pop up with people talking about it, and nobody's really taking it as other than that in terms of content creators. But I want to reiterate that this is a rumor and it should be taken as so. It is a rumor. Don't think that this is going to happen just because there's been rumors before, or French retailers that have leaked stuff before and then we get it, or European retailers, or whatever the case is. It's still a rumor, so take it that way. So hypothetically speaking, when it comes to a Nintendo Switch version of Witcher 3, who would do it? How would it run? How would it even work? Because a lot of people are saying that, you know what, this isn't true because it's not possible. Yet I don't see any developers in these people. These are just random people that are always saying that certain ports aren't possible or something isn't going to happen. I remember when Warframe was rumored, or when the developers said that, oh yeah, maybe that's something that we can do. People were like, what? How's Warframe going to run on the Switch? It's not going to look that great. It's not going to perform that well. Blah, 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 blah. And then Warframe came out, and not only does it look great on the Nintendo Switch, it performs great as well, considering what the Switch is. So before we start saying and start putting on our developer hat that most of us aren't even that, let's just wait and see if it can even be done. The possibility is there, and the reason why the possibility is there because it's tech. It can be adjusted. Things can be downscaled. Developers can work with what they have. I mean, we've seen ports of games from all over the place. Remember back in like the arcades and stuff, how good those looked, and they got brought over to the NES, and maybe they didn't look quite as good, but it was still the same game. So something like that could definitely happen here. So I do think if this was to happen, remember, this is all hypothetically speaking with this because we're just talking about The Witcher, right? If this was to happen, there'd be 3 different developers that I would think would be able to get the job done to varying levels of success. So let's start off at the bottom, and that is Virtuos. They did games like LA Noire. They also did Starlink Battle for Atlas, and they also did Dark Souls as well. So that's what they have under their belts. They would be number 3 in my book just because of how the Dark Souls port kind of turned out compared to some of the other versions. It wasn't necessarily horrible, but then again, it could have been better. Now, next, number 2 would probably be Iron Galaxy that could do the next best job on this, right, out of the 3. And Iron Galaxy, they have a solid resume. Not as much as Virtuos or the number 1 developer that we're going to talk about, and I'm pretty sure you guys can already guess who that's going to be. But Iron Galaxy does have Skyrim under their belt. In addition to Diablo 3. Two very solid games. They did a great job on those. No real issues with either one of them. They look very close to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One counterparts when it comes to it. Skyrim is incredible considering the file size on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and how they got that on one cartridge, all of the content intact, all of the features outside of the mods that you can do. So I would say Iron Galaxy would be a close number 2, and the number 1 would of course be Panic Button. They are the top dogs when it comes to Nintendo Switch porting. They take games that people think that there's no way that it can run on the Nintendo Switch, and they get it to run on the Nintendo Switch. Let's just go over some of their legendary resume already, even though we're not even 2 years yet into the Switch's life cycle. You've got games like Rocket League, which is really good on the Nintendo Switch. You have Doom, Wolfenstein, you also have Warframe as well. So they have an impressive resume. They're very good at what they do, and I would think that if this was to happen, I would think that Panic Button would be behind the port or Iron Galaxy. I think a distant third would be Virtuos just because of that whole Dark Souls port. I'm looking at Dark Souls and I'm like, I'm not sure if the quality is as good. It's not a bad game by any means, but what Iron Galaxy did with Diablo 3 and also Skyrim, and of course what Panic Button has done with their games, to me it would be number 1 team that can get this done would be Panic Button, then Iron Galaxy, then Virtuos. So we're gonna have to wait and see if this is even a thing, guys. The Witcher 3 is not a game that I'm personally too fond of. I've honestly tried to get into all of the Witcher games. I played the original Witcher 1 on the PC, and I kind of just thought it was meh, and then I played the Witcher 2 on the PC in addition to the Xbox 360, and I really tried to get into the Witcher 2. I think I put around 16 hours into that game or so. Just wasn't feeling it as much as other people were when it comes to the combat. And then I also tried the Witcher 3 as well. I purchased that game when I got my Xbox One from my bro, and it just, I don't know, there's just something with those games, man. I'm not really sure what it is, whether it's the canned animations or it's just like the one-man combat with occasional, sometimes you have someone else, but it's just like the one-man versus everybody combat. I'm not really sure what it is or why I can't get into it like other people, because so many people love The Witcher and it sells so well and everyone talks about how great CD Projekt Red is, and I tried to get into all of those games, whether it was the PC or the Xbox One, and I just couldn't. I do know that there was an update to the Xbox One version of it for like Xbox One X, so maybe if I play it on there, it's going to be a better experience. So maybe I'll try that out going forward in the future. But I'll check out the Switch version of The Witcher 3 if it actually is real, just because I played the one on the Xbox One, I played on PC and all that. So I'll try it out just to see how it runs and everything like that. But I'm not like a huge Witcher fan or anything like that, but I can understand why other people really like the franchise and really hold it to high regard. So what do you guys think about these rumors when it comes to The Witcher 3 and kind of what's going down there, this listing and everything? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, names, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace!